John Wayne began working on films as an extra, prop man and stunt man, mainly for the Fox Film Corporation. John worked in minor roles with director John Ford. Director Raoul Walsh suggested John for the lead role in the 1930 epic western The Big Trail. John Wayne's early period as a star would be brief, as Fox dropped him after only 3 lead roles. John then appeared in a string of low-budget action films, mostly westerns, before gaining recognition with the 1939 film Stagecoach. This week's special movie double stars a younger John Wayne in 2 of his earlier, shorter films. The Lonely Trail from 1936 coming up later, but now this one from 1935, The New Frontier. In 1889, pioneers race ahead of the law to claim free land in Oklahoma, forming wide open towns. In one such town, citizens elect Milt Dawson as sheriff, but the sheriff meets his fate, ending up with a bullet in his back. John Wayne plays Milt Dawson's son John, who takes over his father's post and tries to avenge his father's death.
Conditions under which you're allowed to acquire these lands. Now, the circulars that you have give an exact description as to their location. It is our duty to see that you do not start before the appointed time. When the bugle sounds, you may go, and I hope that each one of you will deal fairly with the others. Now, get ready. When they leave here, our work is finished. But theirs is just beginning.
Got a hankering to get in on the big rush and get some land, son?
Not for me, Dad. I'll take mine the hard way. Trail herding.
I was just thinking. You and I have guided a lot of these people over hard trails to get in this land rush. I wonder how many of them will wish they'd never come.
Well, you did as much for them as you could. Safe trip, no trouble. Got them here ahead of time agreed. Takes pretty good trail herding to do that.
How was your trip, John? Come through all right?
Made it fine. Out of luck, I guess.
Yeah, you would call it luck.
Well, we've had our share of it so far.
I was kind of hoping that you'd get in on this land rush and maybe settle down and go to ranching. There's Hannah, you know. Always figured you two would hit it off first rate.
Well, there's a lot of time for that, Dad. I feel I owe you something, and the business, too. We've been at it too long to just drop it. Got contracts with big outfits. People in this country depend on us. Besides, I want to carry on your reputation, leading outfits safely through the wilderness. Well, let's forget about giving it up right now. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Pat Miller sent word that he wants me to lead that Myers and Miller outfit through the new strip.
Fine. I'll wait there till you come in, then we'll hit the trail back together.
That'll be great, Dad.
Sound the charge.
Here they go. I sure wish 'em luck.
Ace. Getting in on the ground floor and controlling the saloons of this town.
It's lovely.
Our first consideration must be our church.
Have we enough hymn books to go around?
I'm sure we have plenty.
Ace in control of all the dance halls. Life ought to be easy. Life will be hard getting started here, but we'll make a go of it, Dad. And what's more, we'll be happy.
Parson, Ace Holmes and his crowd are running the saloons and gambling games 24 hours a day, making things mighty unpleasant for a lot of our town folks.
They're a bad crowd. And with no law enforcement in the community, they run things to suit themselves. But there isn't anything we can do about it.
Not until we get the citizens together and elect a peace officer. Looks like trouble at the palace. Let's go down and see what it is this time. What happened, Joe? The fellow claims we cheated him at the card table. Went for his gun and I had to let him have it.
He didn't go for his gun. Everybody knows that Bert Sawyer never carried a gun. You know that, Mr. Lewis.
He made a quick move for the hip. How did I know he didn't have a gun?
The man acted like he was going to draw, and he should have been more careful. Looks to me like self-defense.
I'd like to have a talk with you folks. How long can we go on living under this constant roar of guns, not knowing which one of us will be next? Bert Sawyer was a fine man. The fourth to be killed since we've been here. We've got to have law on this new frontier before these men tear down completely the thing we are trying to build.
Tom Lewis, you are right. But who can we get that is capable of handling these men?
Why not put it up to Milt Dawson, our scout? He proved his courage when he let us in here. Maybe he'd take the job.
That's a good idea. If anyone can handle them, Milt Dawson is the fellow.
Don't peek. All ready? Now you can look.
A birthday cake. Only one candle? Well, you're being very kind.
Well, they only had one at the general store. Go ahead and blow it out. Oh, good for you.
You know, I'd have plumb forgot it was my birthday, but you always seem to remember it.
Why shouldn't I? It was on your birthday that I first met John. Don't you remember?
That's right. We were working for the Ladders outfit. I was breaking John in as a trail packer.
You know, the men say he's a much better leader than you are.
Well, he ought to be. I taught him all the old tricks, and he's put all the new-fangled, dangled methods with him.
He'll be leading that Miller Myers outfit in here any day now.
You'll be glad to see him, won't you, Hannah?
Oh, you bet I will.
You know, the folks back in Kansas are betting as to when you and John are going to get hitched up.
Well, you know, we have talked of marriage, but John said he didn't want to get married as long as he was in this business. And, oh, I wish he'd get out of it.
He'll have to give it up soon. With the new railroads reaching into the wasteland, there won't be work for us always.
Can we come in, Milt?
Sure thing. Glad to have you.
Hello, Dad.
Milt, we've come to you for help.
Well, what do you want of me, Tom?
We need law here. And with your reputation, you're the man for it. Milt, we've come to ask you to be our sheriff.
I'm afraid I can't take it.
Oh, you can name your own price.
Oh, it ain't the money, folks. My boy and I have obligations that we must live up to. Outfits to guide across these plains. Packing people is my business, not packing a star.
You guided us in here, Milt, and when there was trouble on the trail, you straightened it out without a killing. There's trouble here now, and we're asking you to lend a hand.
All right, Parson. I'll go up there and see what can be done.
Howdy, you old bloodhound. Little drink?
No thanks. Holmes, if I'd known what your business was, you'd never been in the part that I packed in here.
What do you mean?
I don't like your game,
Why, the town needs saloons.
but it don't need slaughterhouses.
Meaning?
Meaning this rough stuff must stop.
Since when do I take orders from you? Your job was finished when you brought us in here, and I don't need your advice.
I ain't advising you. I'm telling you.
He's dead. Shot in the back. Who did this?
This, gentlemen, is the boundary line between Kansas and Oklahoma. Here we are in Big Pines. You want me to lead you to Frontier. Here's the route I intend to follow. To Dead Flats, southwest to Mohawk, dropping down into Wagon Springs, and from there into Frontier. That way we avoid Cherokee Pass and Deep Meadows. For reasons of my own, this is the safest route, and the one we'll take. Is that agreeable?
Well, avoiding these places, Dawson, while you add 100 or more miles to our trip.
I know it, but there are some Indians in this territory that are not friendly to the white man. And you want me to take you safely to Frontier? Well, I feel that's the only route I can take you over.
But these added miles means loss of days. When we get to Frontier, the best land will be gone. No, we won't go that way. We'll lose too much time.
Well, it's your outfit, Mr. Myers. But you'll have to hire someone else.
Wait a minute, Dawson. Will you let us talk this over a bit?
Oh, sure, Pat. Go ahead.
Now, don't be a fool, Myers. You're passing up one of the greatest trail leaders in the country. Why, he and his father have the reputation for making the fastest time and seldom have any trouble. That's why I asked him to take the job. He can pick his own trail any time for my money.
But don't you see these extra miles means lots of days in getting there?
Yes, but we get there safely, and that's what counts. Ain't it, boys?
But
Right,
it's
right,
better to be a
right,
little late and get there safe.
Well, maybe so. I guess you're right. All right, I'll agree to it so we can get started. All right, Dawson. We'll take her to you and go the way you say.
Thanks, Mr. Myers. I'm sure you'll be satisfied.
Oh, I know that.
One more thing. When we leave here, I'm in complete charge, and I give all orders.
Oh, to be sure, that's understood. Now, when can we get underway?
Just as soon as you can get 'em rolling.
Let's get hitched up.
Yes.
Through a land that's filled with heartache, sorrows and despair, where never-ending hardships are things we have to bear. Mid storm and strife, we'll share in this life. Our worries will soon disappear. Where trails will end forever in the land of the new frontier. All sagebrush trails we'll wander through the desert sands, ever pushing onward into another land. Though dark clouds may gather, remember the skies will clear. We'll sing a song as we roll along on our way to the new frontier.
We ought to hit town tomorrow around sunup, eh, Dawson?
Won't miss it by half an hour, Pat.
You sure know this country backward.
Well, that's what I get paid for. Keep 'em rolling along, Pat. I'll go on up ahead and see how much trouble we're going to have fording the river.
Big outfit, Kit.
Don't seem to recognize the leader. New man, maybe.
Don't make no difference. We gotta have food.
Yeah, and what gold they've got. Let's hit 'em. Come out of there with your hands up. I guess you know what we're after. Now shell out the food and go with the outfit.
Wait a minute, Kit. What are you doing?
Hold your guns. I didn't know this was your outfit, or I want to cut down on you. Guess you know that, John.
Still at the old game, eh, Kit?
We were headed into the frontier and we ran out of grub. Most starved. That's the reason we jumped this outfit. We gotta have food. I'm willing to pay you well for it, John.
You know I don't deal in your kind of money.
He's yellow. Let him have it.
I said no guns, and I'm running this outfit.
Thanks, Kit.
What do you mean, thanks? You beat him to the gun.
Well, I didn't want to shoot it. It had started something.
You're right, John. They mean business. We can forget about the gold, but we gotta have food.
You know, Kit, it's a funny thing. Just before you came along, I decided to unload some weight, make some speed. I'm leaving 300 pounds of provisions right here. And I expect to find the same amount here on my way back through with my dad next week.
I got you.
Roll 'em away!
Thanks. You'll find it here on your way out, and I'll pay you back with interest.
So long, kid.
And you called him Yellow. You better pick another color. You don't know it, but I saved your life by shooting you in the hand. He's faster than I am. Now, there's your food.
It looked like we were done for a minute, and we would have been too if there'd been anybody else but Dawson handling it. He ain't never lost anything through outlaws yet. Folks say he has a charm over them, and it's a lucky thing for us that we hired him.
There goes the squarest man I ever met. He's a great friend, and I'd hate to have him for an enemy. No man ever double-crossed him. They like him too well. Or afraid of him, maybe. I can't figure it out, but whatever it is, they ain't too like him. He found me once with a bullet in my back and a price on my head, and packed me 40 miles into town.
The law?
No. To the doctor's. He took care of me till I was well, and fetched me back to where he found me, and said there was no harm done to the law for what he'd done for me. You can't cross a fella like that.
These men have shown they've no regard for life. We must appeal to the government and ask for a troop of cavalry. And with them to back us up, a sheriff can then maintain order.
It's a long trip back to the fort. Who can we get to go?
My boy Henry will, and he knows the trail pretty well.
I sure will, and right away.
And tell the colonel just what's going on here.
And get back as quick as you can.
John Dawson just pulled into town. We'd better break the news to him here. Phil, go tell him I want to see him.
You know, business will be getting better with that new outfit putting in here. If you'll step back to the wagon, John, Myers will pay you off.
Thanks, Pat, but I'll get it later. I want to see Dad first.
All right.
You know who that is, don't you?
No, who?
That's Milt Dawson's boy, John. I've got a hunch he's going to ask a lot of questions. And you'd better have some answers ready.
Hello, Phil.
Hi, Dawson. Tom Lewis wants to see you right away.
Oh, I was just trying to find Dad. I got a surprise for him. But I guess it can wait. Hello, Hannah. I got a present for you. And wait till you see what I got for Dad. Hello, Ted. Hello, folks. Hello, Miss Shaw. Glad to see you, Parsons.
Hello, John.
Got a nice church here.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Lewis. How are you?
Hello, son.
Say, what's the matter? Well, you folks are acting you'd think somebody was dead.
I've got some bad news for you.
What's happened? Is it about Dad?
Yes.
What is it?
He was killed.
What?
Yes. Shot in the back. The First Chance Saloon. He went there for us, to make peace.
And you solemnly swear to uphold the law to the best of your ability?
I do.
Am I seeing things, or is that the little tin badge?
It is. And at 6 o'clock tonight, you'll close this place, and it stays closed.
What are you talking about?
As sheriff of this town, I'm serving you notice that if this place is in operation after that time, I'm arresting you.
I'm running this place.
And I'm running this town. 6 o'clock is a deadline.
And I let him get away with that. If he comes back here again, I'll shoot that star right through him.
Pepper just rode into town. He said Norton and his gang are laying low over at Rainbow Falls.
Yeah, I know it.
You think it means trouble?
I know it does, but not for me. I talked with Norton and made a deal with him.
What for?
To get rid of Dawson and lend us a hand in case we need it.
Well, you'll need it, all right. The townsfolk are up in arms. You're driving them out.
That's just what I'm aiming to do. Drive them out so I can take over their lands and lease them to the newcomers. Then I can run this town to suit myself.
Ace, cards is your game, not owning a town. You'd better stick to gambling.
Yeah? You watch me.
John knows what he's doing, Hannah.
But he can't do it by himself. Why don't you wait till the government help arrives?
They may not get here for a long time. Besides, I can't back down now.
He's right, Hannah. He's got to go through with it.
Come on. Smile a little. Lots of things can happen between now and 6 o'clock. Hello, Phil.
Fella gave me this note for you.
Thanks.
What is it?
Nothing. One of the boys wants to see me.
Hiya, Smokey. Got the lay of the land?
Yeah, it'll be easy. I know where they keep the money and every move they make. And that ain't all. Ace Holmes is running things here.
Ace Holmes, eh? When we go for the gold tonight, I'll square that little debt with him for shooting me in the back once. You better get back.
right, boys.
Howdy. Don't turn around till you drop that gun. Unbuckle that belt. Now reach. Thought I was to meet my man at the head of the falls.
Well, yeah, that's right. They're waiting for you there.
Kinda looks like you didn't expect me to get that far.
No, I'm just guarding the trail.
I see.
He got by Pete, he'll be here any minute.
Just to make sure this ain't no trap, you'll ride in on my horse. And I'll be right behind you, so no false moves.
That's him. Give it to him. Pete. Dawson tricked us. But he can't get out of here on foot. Take shortcut the river and block the pass. We'll go to the bridge.
Hey, look!
We can't stop him now. Get down and help the boys.
What time is it, Tom?
It's past 6.
It's after 6, Ace. You didn't close. You're under arrest.
Why, you tin horn, you couldn't arrest anybody.
I'll trouble you for your guns.
Sure.
On the bar! I'll get back.
I'll show you what I think of you and your tin bags.
Stay where you are, Ace.
Easy like. You got a habit of shooting people in the back. I came here to settle a personal debt with you, Ace. But I think John will want to talk to you first. So I'll wait around. Get him out of here, boys.
Bring him up to the church.
Get all of our men in here quick. You, Tex, go out and bring in the Norton gang.
Way out on the range, we roam a band of outlaws. No one knows our names. We linger in the daytime round our hideout in the hills, waiting for the darkness when everything is still. Then we saddle up our Mustangs and ride into the night to rustle all the cattle that come within our sight. We start the dogies moving over trail of sage and sand. We keep the herder rolling till we cross the Rio Grande. Then early in the morning we saddle up again. Back across the border, a band of silent men.
Norton!
Norton!
Ace is in trouble and he sent me to get you. Light up them torches and get mounted.
When did this happen?
We made him sheriff after his father was killed.
Hello, kid. What are you doing here?
Just paying a little interest on my debt to you.
Thanks.
I know who killed his father.
Who?
Wait a minute, kid. You once told me that if I ever needed help, to call on you. Well, I'm needing it now.
You name it.
It's got to be my way, kid. On the side of law.
What do you mean?
I'm going to make you and your men my deputies.
Well, I never thought I'd be invited to be a star packer, but here goes.
Good. I'll swear you all in.
Well, now we can do anything we want.
Anything he tells you.
Remember, kid, no shooting unless we have to.
Dawson, Ace is aiming to clean up the town.
Why, Tom, this ain't for you. Besides, somebody's got to stay here and take care of the women folks.
He's going to make him like law and order.
And boys, this town is ours and we'll prove it to him right now.
So showdown, Ace. What's your answer?
Here it is! Get into the ditch!
For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and to rebuke the wicked with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
Just smoking them out for you, Joe.
other side!
Running out there like rats a minute.
There they are. They've got Ace trapped in the saloon. There's only one way to drive them out of them ditches. Just to ride them down.
In this hour of mortal weakness, we ask thy divine strength, that we may hasten the day of peace on earth and goodwill to all men.
Still shooting at their backs, Hayes.
Guess I've evened up my debts, John. I always said I'd die with my boots on. Do me a favor, will you? Take them off.
Sure.
Thanks.
And it is with hope that our great nation will always remember the struggle and tragedy endured by you, the pioneers, who fought lawlessness to the end that there shall be peace and happiness in the years to follow.
As we roll along on our way to the new.
Tonight's Western classic now returns here at Western Nights at the Movies. This second John Wayne early film, The Lonely Trail from 1936, sees John playing a Union veteran who has to handle carpetbaggers in post-Civil War Texas. This is a special movie double featuring John Wayne, the early years.
I import these from Havana, Mr. Armstrong, just to give to my friends. You know, I could make you such a big man in this section that you could afford to hand out fine cigars yourself.
Thank you, Brother Holden. Thank you kindly.
Now, how many votes would you say you controlled?
Well, I expect I could get my people to vote for anybody that showed them some kind of material benefits from this here emancipation.
Well, I can take care of that. Here are some practical benefits you can distribute where they will get votes, huh?
Ain't nothing practical about this Confederate money, Mr. Holden. Even the field hands know it is no good.
You can tell them that I say it's good. I'm the Adjutant General commanding this military district until the election.
Yes, sir. Your servant, sir.
Well, Tucker, how were tax collections today?
Very good, sir. Troop 8 brought in 2,000, half of it in greenbacks.
Oh. The troop collected 1,000 in Confederate money. Just forget these greenbacks.
Yes, sir.
You know what to do with them?
Your personal account.
Yes. Look here, Tucker. You'd better not keep a record of our business. Someone may see that book.
Not a chance, General. I'll show you. I had this put in while you were up north.
Who is it? Just a minute. What is it, Hayes?
I've got a new recruit, sir.
Bring him in.
Adjutant, this is Bull Horrell.
Well, Horrell, you know we pick our troopers carefully. What's your record? Here's the rules of the troopers. Read it, and I'll swear you in. What's the matter? Can't you read?
No, sir. But I can count.
You'll do. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear to obey the regulations of the state troopers?
Yes, sir.
That's all. Get your equipment from the supply sergeant.
Yes, sir.
There's the sort of a man we need to collect taxes from these rebels.
Collecting is getting harder every day. They all claim they have no money. What are you going to do?
Take their horses and cattle. Reconstruction won't last forever, Hayes. If we don't make our fortunes now... Come in. What is it?
Troop B is returning, sir. There's been more trouble.
We were ambushed on the Terry plantation.
That's the second time this week.
Yes, sir. Any orders?
No orders, Lieutenant. Take care of your men.
We've got to do something about these bushwhackers.
In good time, Captain.
But this is armed rebellion.
Of course. That's what I've been waiting for. Now I shall be forced to take extreme measures.
This is an outrage. You can't deprive us of our legal rights.
No!
The only law you're going to get is martial law, as long as you're in a state of armed rebellion. And you'll pay for it, too.
You mean you're going to tax us to pay troops to take our property, our lives?
Yes. $500 a day for maintaining law and order.
All right, get out of here. On.
Hi, Jed. Here come a couple of Yanks. Well, I want to know if it ain't John Ashley. It can't be. He wouldn't have the nerve to face his old neighbors.
Here you are, Jed. The best water in Texas.
That's him, all right. I ain't seen none of that prosperity you've been talking about, John. Maybe I should have stayed at home in Missouri.
Don't go by this place. Wait till you see my ranch.
Something tells me the last 4 years ain't done no ranch no good.
You're always moaning. Why don't you cheer up? We came through the war without a scratch, and now we're home, making a new start in life.
Well, here's to the new start.
That's old Jeff Pruitt, the surest shot in the country. I reckon he took a dislike to your Union hat. You better get rid of it.
It's done been got rid of.
Guess he didn't recognize me. Hi, Uncle Jeff.
Clear out. I don't want any dang Yanks around here.
He's kind of touchy. But he don't mean no harm.
Just his way of being neighborly, huh?
You know, Jed, I'm not a bit thirsty. Let's travel.
Don't mean tell me this is that wonderful home of yours.
It was.
Never mind, John. I'll put my shoulder to the wheel. In a week you wouldn't know the old place.
Looks like you won't have to bother fixing up your ranch.
Over $400 taxes for 1 year. We're gonna have a talk with a man named Holden.
Yes, Captain Ashley, I agree with you. It's unfortunate the tax rate should be so high, but then schools must be kept open, roads must be worked, and life and property must be protected. Isn't that so?
Well, when you put it that way, no thanks. I reckon every good citizen should stand his share.
But there seem to be so few good citizens. Most of your neighbors are fighting law and order more bitterly than they fought the Union Army.
That doesn't sound like the folks I used to know. Aren't you putting it a bit strong, General?
Look at that.
You have a big problem here. Bigger than I realized. If there's anything we can do to help...
You need money. I need men of your ability. Why don't you both enlist in the troopers?
Thank you, sir, but I've had enough fighting to last me and my grandchildren.
We'd better think it over, sir.
Your place adjoins the Terry plantation, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Do you know the Terry family?
Of course. I grew up with Colonel Terry's children.
Then you can help Reconstruction. I believe young Terry is the leader of the rebels.
Dick? He always was headstrong.
Maybe you could use your influence as a friend and a neighbor.
Oh, I'm not so sure he'd listen to me after my fighting against his side.
I don't think you could convert him to the Union. That would be too much to expect. But you could persuade him to come in and have a friendly little chat with me, couldn't you? It might be the means of saving his life. I can't ask my troopers to be fired upon without firing back, you know.
I'll see what I can do.
You'll talk to him soon?
We'll go by the Terry place on our way home.
Thank you. Good day, gentlemen.
Say, now I know why taxes are high in this neck of the woods. Are these Terry folks finicky, like Uncle Jeff?
Finest folks in Texas, Jed. Dick's my best friend. His sister Virginia and I were to be married before the war.
Yeah, Texas gals are anything like the men folk. My boy, the only use she's got for your heart is to cut it out and make jerky.
Down with my hat caved in, doo-dah, doo-dah. I go back home with a pocket full of tin, oh, doo-dah day. Gwine to run all night, gwine to run all day. I'll bet my money on the bobtail nag.
The Yanks is
somebody
coming!
down the bay.
Mr. Daniel, the Yanks is coming!
You'd better hide.
What's the use? They know I'm here. They wouldn't be coming.
But you can't be sure.
Holden has his spies everywhere. Jenny, I can't hide like a rat in a hole every time the Yanks come here.
Dick, you're all I have left. I just can't lose you two. Please, for me.
Hello, Leroy.
Is that how you do your work, Snowflake? How many times have I told you that those glasses must be washed and dried instantly? I declare, Snowflake, you're more nuisance around here than the Yankees.
Yes. I sure am glad to see you back, Master John.
Thank you, Snowflake. It's worth waiting 4 years to see you again, Virginia. Please. I thought you'd be different now that times have changed.
You haven't changed.
Told you I had to take the side that I thought was right.
There's no use going into all that again.
Don't you remember old times, Virginia? What we thought of each other? The things we'd planned? Can't we start again now that the war is over?
Over?
Snowflake?
Yes.
Where's Mr. Dick?
I don't rightly know, sir.
Well, I've got to see him as soon as I can.
What do you want with Mr. Dick?
I understand he's in some serious trouble with the authorities.
What do you want with him?
Nothing. But General Holden wants to talk to him. If Dick will come along under my safe conduct as a friend, why...
As a friend?
That's what I said.
When you were fighting openly against us, I could at least respect you. But when you come here to betray my brother... Snowflake, show the gentleman out.
Yes, sir.
What is it, Snowflake?
I wouldn't talk about the gentleman around here, sir. Miss Virginia and Master Dick, you ain't got no use for that murder.
Boy, you're crazy. You must have been listening to field hand talk.
Oh, no, sir. Not this talk. He done had plenty men shot in the back.
What are you going to do now?
I don't know.
Why did you arrest those prisoners?
They were carrying guns.
Well, that's no crime in Texas.
We demand a fair trial.
Quiet, you. Adjutant's orders are bring in no prisoners without giving them a chance to escape.
But, Captain, why let him get away?
You'll learn. You know you won't have any chance with a court-martial. How would you like to escape?
You don't mean it.
Sure I do. These arrests are just a matter of form. You start riding like blazes. We'll give you a fair chance. Ready? Aim. All right, bushwhacker. You're next.
They're going to kill the youngster next.
No, they're not.
Ready?
Take your time, Yanks. I'm not running away.
Aim.
Let's go down there and help him.
Wait a minute. There's a better way we can help him.
Couple of new recruits, sir.
Oh, send them in.
Didn't take us long to make up our minds, General.
Well, so you're going to join up?
Yes, sir. The reception we got at the Terry place sure convinced us of our duty.
Yeah, we went out there to talk it over and almost had to shoot it out.
So now you understand what it means to be a trooper in this country.
Yes. We do.
You just enlisted, gentlemen. We'll prove we understand.
Very well, then. I'll swear you in.
Thank you, General.
Glad to have you men with us. Well, what brings you back so soon, Captain Hayes?
Another ambush, sir. I had to retreat to save my command. Enemy present on both sides of the canyon.
How many?
About 24 sharpshooters, sir. Why, the brush was alive with them.
Captain Ashley and Mr. Calicut have just joined the troopers. Both valuable men in military experience.
No doubt. With the regular army. You think you'll be any good at fighting bushwhackers?
Maybe we won't. Me and John here, we never learned much about retreating.
Is that so? Tell us what you would have done if you found yourself trapped like I was.
Well, we licked that many troopers once, and I reckon we can do it again.
What's that?
Did I understand you to say troopers?
Now, ain't that funny? Of course, I meant bushwhackers.
All right, come on.
Oh, just a minute, Captain Hayes. Here's a list of tax dodgers to be rounded up tomorrow. You'd better check over those names with Captain Ashley. He knows everyone in this county, and he can advise you how to handle these rebels.
Yes, sir. We'll go over this list tonight.
You won't have any trouble at Rio Blanca. It's owned by an old Spanish lady. Peaceable as a saint.
We won't need more than a couple of men there. But how about the Bradley outfit?
Well, you'll find that an easy collection, too. Bradley was killed at Lookout Mountain. His widow's running the place alone.
Well, thanks, Ashley. You've been a lot of help. We'll have easy pickings.
Glad to have been of service, Captain. Good night.
Good night.
What's the situation?
The sentry's on duty all night, John.
I gotta get out of here and warn those ranchers.
Sure, and you will get out. I got something to take care of that sentry while you're getting over the wall.
Oh. Who goes there?
Why, it's just me, partner, old Jed Calicut, Missouri. I was walking around getting a little... Say, do you know any Spanish? I can't read the label on this bottle. It says something about agua there or something.
Looks like brandy. Smells like brandy. It is brandy.
Thanks.
Hey, what are you doing there?
Trying to read the label on this bottle. Take it inside. Maybe you can read it better.
My good fellow, I can't read Spanish, but it looks like brandy to me.
Really? Is it brandy?
Can't tell yet. No, it's cough medicine.
Shucks, me without no cough. Partner, you got a bad cold there. You better take a little more of that.
It was brandy all the time. You never knew it, you backwoods blockhead.
to your quarters.
Somebody warned him.
Maybe those bushwhackers have spies, too.
Roust him out.
Hey, vamoose, not even a mangy cat left.
How did it get here? When we find out, we'll know who warned those ranchers last night. To my way of thinking, there's only one man who could have sent the information out of here. Ashley.
Ashley. But he's a Union sympathizer. He fought for the North. Why do you suspect him?
Because he's the only man besides myself who saw the list of names.
All right. We'll put Ashley to a test. Bring him in.
Oh, Ashley. Holden wants to see you right away.
Oh, Ashley. I have a special job for you. I found this posted in my own office here.
Fellow who did that had nerve.
He'll need all he's got before I get through with him. That isn't all. He's been spying for the bushwhackers.
Any idea who it is, sir?
Yes. That's where you come in, Ashley. Before I go after this man, I want you to arrest his outside accomplice.
Who is that?
Richard Terry. You're to take 6 men and leave at once.
Yes, sir.
Post yourself near the Terry plantation and watch him.
I declare to goodness, Dick, anyone would think you wanted to get killed, moving all these munitions right under the troopers' noses.
I know it's risky, Jenny, but it has to be done.
Can't you even wait till it gets dark?
That's just it. The men are gathering tonight, and I promised to have the guns and powder on hand.
You know what would happen if you were caught?
If you're so worried, hurry up and get these out of sight while we bring the rest.
Hurry, Dick, hurry. Don't wait for anything more.
I've got to get that powder.
Please, Dick, please. Go help them, Snowflake.
Come on, boy, hurry up.
too late. They've seen you.
I've got to get this wagon through.
There he goes.
Cut across the canyon and head him off at the crossroads.
What are your orders?
Why, Terry's trying to make his getaway in the wagon. Ashley's after him. He sent us across this canyon to head him off at the crossroads.
All right, follow me.
Why, you low down...
You got me all wrong, Dick. I'm your friend. Now take my horse and get to the hills, quick.
Yes, and let you shoot me in the back?
You think I'd give you this chance if I didn't mean it?
I don't believe any Yankee. Least of all one of Holden's outfit.
Now the troopers are coming. You better get on that horse and get out of here while you can. Sorry you didn't believe me.
Well, Ashley, I see you made good. Search the wagon. Well, this wagon's full of guns and powder. You know what that means, Terry.
Sure. Get it over with. My friend here can hardly wait to use his gun on me.
I'm going to give you a chance to escape. Take the fastest one of your horses. We'll give you a chance, fair and square.
Fair and square.
Come on up, Ashley. All right, Rap. Let's see you ride. Ready? Aim!
Drop those guns. Drop them! We shoot the first man that moves.
All your horses, let's get them.
Steady, Jed. This way.
You go back and bring up the troop. The rest of you dismount. And keep them holed up.
They think they've got us cornered. Now's our chance. Can you travel?
Sure, can you?
Didn't you find him, Snowflake?
Oh, no. Don't you worry, Miss Jenny. We sure bound to find him soon.
Oh, Snowflake, maybe he's wounded or dead.
Oh, no, Miss Virginia. Master Dick ain't dead. He just hiding in the brush, foxy-like, to fool him.
It's no use, Snowflake. I heard those shots.
Hear that, Blaine? There must have been a death on this plantation.
Must have been, sir.
Don't cry, honey child. We just singing to fooling the Yanks what might be around.
Come on, woman. We gotta keep tabbing.
Take that grin off your face, black boy. We got a death in the family.
Praise the Lord.
How did you escape?
John Ashley is our friend after all, Jenny.
John Ashley? Our friend?
The best. He and his partner risked their lives to give me a chance for mine.
Oh, and after what I said to him, I told him that...
Is there a doctor here?
I'll get one, sir.
Never mind. Keep your seat, brother. Nobody leaves this place until we do.
John, are you badly hurt?
That isn't serious.
Don't you believe him, Mom. He's half dead right now and ain't got sense enough to know it.
I'm just tired.
You'll be tireder tomorrow when gangrene sets in.
Snowflake, drop everything and go for the doctor. Mandy, bring hot water and some clean linen.
But Virginia, you mustn't
It's my turn to say please.
Women are beyond my comprehension.
They just brought her brother's body home, and now, sir, she's nursing the Yank who killed him.
Well, to the ladies.
Drop that.
Did I hurt you?
I thought I heard something.
Oh, you're safe here.
Yes, sir. We'd had plenty of warning that them troopers was coming.
fight them alone. Come, there's a hiding place. They'll never find you. Gentlemen, these men saved my brother's life today. I rely on your honor.
Surrender, place.
Sing, dance, be natural.
Way down upon the Swanee River, far, far away. That's where my heart I'm turning ever. That's where the old folks stay. All up and down the whole creation, sadly I go. Still longing for the old plantation and for the old folks at home. Oh, this world I'm sad and weary everywhere I roam. Oh, dark is how my heart grows weary, far from the old folks at home. Oh, this world I'm sad and dreary everywhere I roam. Oh, dark is how my heart grows weary, far from the old folks at home.
Boy, bring me a julep.
Yes, sir. Right away, Captain. Anything I can do for you, General?
Yes. You can tell me where you're hiding those two deserters from my troop.
Yes, sir. No, sir. All the gentlemen's on this place is right here in this room.
Don't lie to me, boy.
You not telling the truth, Miss Virginia?
That's quite true, sir.
We found a couple of horses outside, sir.
Search the place.
Don't seem to be here, sir.
Very well. Stand by. Ashley, Calicut, I'll give you just 10 seconds to come out of your hiding place underneath the bar. Ready?
They got us in a blind canyon.
Aim. Prisoners, advance.
We'll get help to you, Dick and I.
Prisoners, fall in. Untie them. You're to be court-martialed at 7 in the morning. You have the night to prepare your defense. If there is a defense for mutiny, firing upon and wounding your brother troopers, aiding the enemy, and desertion, give them the lantern.
That guardhouse won't hold them. It hasn't been repaired since that blacksmith nearly got away. They'll escape.
Isn't that what we want? Oh, Harrell, I'm going to try you out for promotion. You're to command the guard tonight.
Thank you, sir.
If you come up to my expectations, you'll be a sergeant tomorrow.
Any orders, sir?
Post 2 marksmen. Wait for the prisoners to escape. and then shoot to kill.
Yes, sir.
And that's the man we started out to dose with his own medicine.
I'm sorry, Jed.
Oh, never mind about it. What I'm feeling bad over is Miss Virginia. She'll sure miss you.
Isn't there someone who's going to miss you too, Jed? Wife or a sweetheart?
You darn tootin'. They'll both miss me. That's why I didn't go back to Missouri.
Well, this is an unexpected honor. Why didn't you let me know you were coming, Governor?
General, I'm not making a social call. This is an official investigation. There have been complaints from your district.
I'm sorry to hear that, Governor, but you're nonetheless welcome, sir.
Very grave complaints, such as the shooting of defenseless prisoners.
If Your Excellency will pardon me for a few minutes, I'll be at your service, sir.
Sit down, sir.
But the guard, sir...
Sir, do you realize you're addressing the governor of Texas?
Your pardon, Excellency.
Well, while there's life, there's hope. Something might happen before morning.
That's exactly what I'm worried about.
Well, after a day like this, I'm too tired to worry.
I couldn't lift a finger. Not if my life depended on it. Hey! Just like this outfit, expect a man to spend his last night sleeping on a thing like this.
It's all clear. This is our last chance.
Some of you men have fought the carpetbaggers with me. Others of you have just stood by. Now, I don't blame these. We've all had enough bloodshed in the last 4 years. But now, if you call yourselves Southerners, you've all got to fight. And I'll tell you why. Today, John actually risked his life to save mine. Yes, and that isn't all he's done. Ever since he's been back here, hated by all of us, he's been our friend. Who warned you when Holden was going to take your cattle? Yes, and who'd let you get away when Holden was going to have you shot?
Ashley.
Are we going to stand by and let him be murdered for what he's done for us?
No, sir.
Then get your horses and ride. Raise every man who has a gun.
But we ain't acquainted with no men who got guns.
But I know plenty boys who got razors.
Now as to your relation with the people. There seems to be much bitter feeling.
Well, naturally, sir, there were some who didn't realize the war was over. But now, with Reconstruction well underway, I feel sure I can promise there'll be no more trouble, sir. Positively no more.
Not a sign of life except the light in Holden's office. Come on, before he gets one of his bright ideas. Hold on. Oh, all right. If that's the way you feel about it, you go first.
You know what you said about Holden having a bright idea? Well, this is too easy.
You're right. Let's tackle her the hard way.
That's enough. We can't wait for any more.
All right. Let's go, Texas.
shoot, you'll wake up the whole barracks.
Let's try and make it over the wall.
Watch those walls.
Just be good targets. Afraid there's no getting out of these barracks without a pass from the commanding officer. You've hit it.
Well, I must admit, you've cleared yourself of the charges. Except the one of diverting tax funds to your personal use.
If Your Excellency will check the books.
Your clerk keeps the books. He can continue to keep them. I refer to the fact that all your collections have been in Confederate money.
But, some of the recent collections have been in greenbacks, haven't they, Tucker?
Yes, sir. We have several $100s on hand, ready for transmission to Washington.
Well, that seems to exonerate you completely. And considering the difficulties you've told me about, you haven't done badly.
Thank you, sir.
What was that?
Perhaps the prisoners we captured tonight are trying to escape.
What prisoners?
Two bushwhackers that we
Just as
found.
you are, gentlemen. We'll shoot the first man who moves. Turn around, carpetbagger. Don't get any ideas. It's all I can do to keep from pulling the trigger now. When I think of all the men you shot in the back.
What do you want?
We want safe conduct out of here, and you're the only one that can give it to us. No, we don't want to pass. You're the safe conduct we want. You're going along with us. Like this. Now just act natural. Let's have one of those smiles of yours.
Wait a minute, John. There's something else we should take.
Have you seen anything of him? No. Well, keep on looking. I'll report to Holden.
Come on, get over there. Your greenbacks are going back to the folks you taxed them out of.
Holden, that
Drop it! Get in here. Come on, Jed, let's get going.
Just a minute, you men. You've shown me what I came here to learn about your commanding officers. As governor of Texas, I'll guarantee your safety.
There they are.
He's ready to go any time now.
Where's Holden?
I don't know, Dick, but this is Governor...
And I suppose you're in command here, sir.
I am. What's the meaning of all this?
We came here to prevent the murder of Captain Ashley.
Captain?
Yes, sir. I was an officer in the Union Army.
It seems to me that your complaints have been proved to be well-founded. And I promise you that if after an impartial investigation it is shown that you are justified in your attack tonight, the troopers will be disbanded. Now go to your homes and set an example of law and order. And give me your word you'll appear when sent for.
I was in the Union Army too, sir.
And a good forager, I imagine.
I sure was.
This presentation has been produced by Ditchbow Media Productions. Don't forget to press the subscribe button and also the bell to receive notifications of new videos.